Please confirm. You're able to see my screen? Okay, fine. So, hmm? Oh, are you okay? Font size. Fine. So, please confirm me how many of you completed the yesterday's task. See, in yesterday's task, what I was asking you to build a calculator. Okay. So let me click on the preview. So, okay, this is the old calculator that we have done. Let me close this one. Close this. Close this. Close this. Okay. So this is the Visual Force page for our calculator and Apex class. So with this, what we are able to do, we were able to reproduce a real-time calculator, which we actually see. And here things will work as you expect. Like for example, 12 plus 13. 1, if I type 1, 1 is coming here. If I type 2, 2 is coming here. Then if I click on minus, okay, and if I click on 1, 1 is coming here. If I click on 1 again, 1 is coming here. Now if I click on equal to, answer is coming here. Okay. So initially I am considering when I click on 1, 1 is appearing here, right? Initially I am considering it as a string. So string plus string, what will happen? It will come side by side. So if you add 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2, what is the answer? Tell me. Generally 1 plus 2, 3. If 1 and 2 are numbers, okay. If 1 and 2 are strings, then what will happen? They will just come together. That's it. 1 plus 2, string 1 plus string 2. If you add those two strings, the answer is 12. But 12 is a string. So now what I am doing here is initially I am consider whenever you click a button, any button 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. All these numbers, for all these numbers, initially when you click the button, I am inserting a string. I am inserting a string 1. If you click on 1, if you click on 2, string 2. If you click on 3, string 3. Like that, I am taking the first value as a string. Then what I am doing, if you click on the second one, okay, when you click on the second, when you click on any one of the number from 0 to 9, first time if you click, what I am doing, see my code, let me explain the code in a more detailed fashion. See here, you may click on 1 to 0 to 1, any number you may click, okay, or you can click on plus, minus, subtract, divided by, multiplication, any these things you can click, and equal to. Whenever you click on equal to, you need to get the result. Okay, this is the expectation. So for that, what I am doing here, first of all, A, B, C. Okay, three integers I have taken. Okay. Next, what I have taken, value 1, value 2. Two strings I have taken. So initially for the very first time when you open the calculator, okay, value A, value B, like value 1, value 2, there are two values. On these two values you can perform any operation. You can perform addition on these two values. You can perform multiplication, subtraction, division. You can perform any operation, right? So what I am doing, initially first I need to identify the value 1. then I need to identify the value 2. So for that, I have taken string value 1, string value 2, like that I have taken strings. Now, when I click on 1, what is happening? When I click on 1, see, when I click on 1, I am performing the action 1. So for each button, there is a method written in the Apex class. So as soon as you click on 1, it will go to the method. Okay, fine. It came to the method. Okay. And here, for all these variables, I have written get set. So these variables can be used interchangeably between Apex and VF page. So VF will also understand what is variable A, and Apex also will understand what is variable A. Okay. But in Apex, directly you will write integer A semicolon. But in VF, if you want to use that, how you will use? You will use exclamation mark. Okay. Curly braces, exclamation mark, name, and close with curly braces. So that is the structure we will follow in VF. So here, whenever you click initially for the first time, when you click on 1, okay, now action 1 is performing and you are coming to this one. Okay. So here what is happening? Public void 1 means once it comes into this method, I am not expecting any return type. I don't want to return anything, just perform this. That's it, I'm telling. Okay, inside I went into this method. First condition, what I am saying, if value 1 equal to none. If initially, this is the very first time, if you are clicking, see, where is my output? Okay, this is my output, right? So for the very first time, so let me clear everything. Okay, so this is the first time. Okay, is it clear or very small? Okay, let me. Uh, Thank you for the Okay, is it fine now? Okay, this is the maximum we can. So here, okay, is it clear now what we are doing? But not visible. Screen zoom on. Okay. Is it fine now? So here see, initially the value of the first value, second value, two values are there. Na? So initially the value of A is null, value of B is null, value of C is null, value 1 null, value 2 null. Yes or no? We have not given any values. So initially everything will be null. Yes or no? So now what I am doing, when I click on 1, when I click on this 1, what is happening? When I click on 1, what is happening? Let me close this. Okay. Again, it went to small size. Okay, edit. Is it possible to zoom here? Let me find. Hmm? You can even. Um, Nice. Fine. So, mm, now it's clear, right? Letters are clear. Okay, let me move it little bit like this. Now it's better, right? Okay, fine. So now here, when I click on 1, initially integer A is having null, integer B is having null, integer C is having null, string value 1 null, string value 2 null, string operation will contain plus, minus, into, divided by these symbols. I have created one more string to store these things. Clear till this point? So now what I am doing is whenever you click on one, whenever you click on button one, I am calling this one method. Okay. So we came here. Till this point, everyone is clear, right? So now this is the first time you are clicking. Yes or no? This is the first time you are clicking. So if I click on preview, okay, and okay, this is the first time I am clicking one. Okay. So initial value, what will be the initial value? Tell me. The initial value inside value one is null or not? Yes, right? Is equal to null. The first time I am clicking. So what should I do? I want to put the string one. See this? I am putting inside quotation. I am putting string one inside value one. So now value one is a string. In that I am putting one. Till this point, is it clear? Similarly, okay, for the very first time, if you are clicking two, then nothing is there. So value one will contain null, yes or no? Value one will contain null. So just put the value the string two into value one. Similarly, string three into value one. Similarly, string four into value one, like that for all. Okay. Till this point, is it clear? Clear, right, everyone? So the next thing is, for example, here, okay. For example, if I initially the value is null, right? So I clicked on one. One is coming. Okay, fine. But now if I click on five, the initial value is not null. Already one is there. So what five should do? Five should be there beside one. One should be there, and along with one, five also should come, and together it should become 15. Yes or no? When we click in calculator, that is how it should happen. So now for that, what I am doing here is, if value 1 equal to null, then put 1 as a string variable. Else, it means it is not having null. It is having some value. It is having some value. Okay? Not equal to null means what? It is having some value. Else means what? Here equal to null if condition. If it is not equal to null means else condition. So not equal to null means it is already having some value. Yes or no? That value can be any value from 0 to 9. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any value. It can be any value. If the value, if it is having some value, okay, then what I want to do in the else what I want to do is add 1 to the previous value. See, if value 1 is equal to null, just put 1 there when I click on 1. If already some previous value is there, just put 1 and add this to the existing value. So now what is our existing value? Tell me. Our existing value is 1. So now if I click on 1, this one should go beside that existing one. Okay? Is it clear now? So now this value 11 is what? It is a string. Still it is a string. I'm just adding two strings, that's it. Okay? So now similarly, till this point everyone is clear. Till this point everyone is clear. Similarly, if for the very first time, so let me close this one. Let me close this one. Let me go here. Let me click on preview. Okay. So for the very first time, I clicked on one. Okay. So one came here. Okay. Now if I click on two, now what should happen? Beside one, two should come. So value should become 12. So for that, what I am doing here? So when I click on 2, first I am verifying inside value 1, null is there or not. If null is there, directly put 2. If null is not there, it means some existing value is there. So add 2 to the existing value. Already 1 is there, 1 plus 2, 12. Because these are strings. I'm not saying number 1 plus number 2 is 12. I'm saying string 1 plus string 2 is equal to 12. So now till this point, same for here, 3 also same, for 4 also same, for 5 also same, like that. for all the numbers till 9. Okay, clear till this point? Everyone clear till this point? Okay, so inside else, again what I am doing, I am writing an if condition. Okay, inside else I am writing an if condition, and here I am checking the operation equal to null. Why I am checking this? Why I am checking this? I will tell you. So what I want to do is, if I click on 2, 2 should come. Okay. If I click on 5, 5 should come. Okay. If I click on 6, 6 should come. Like that, whatever I click, it should come like this. Okay. Until when? Until when? Until I click on the operator. If I click on operator, if I click on plus, then it should not add to this. It should add to the value b. Yes or no? If I click on plus, after clicking on plus, if I again click on 1, then it is not adding after 6, it is adding to the value b. How is this happening? So until the value of the operator is null, till that point you add to the value a. Okay. So that is what I am achieving here through this one. See my code once. See, if the operation equal to null, then only you add this new value 1 to the existing value 1. Until unless the operation is null, till that point only you do this. Else means what? Operation is already having some value, yes or no? Operation is already having some value, else means if operation equal to null means what? Operation is having null value. It means it is not having plus, minus, into, divided by. It is not having any of those values. So in that case, what happens? Operation value is null. If operation value is null, add this to the value 1. When you click on 1, it should add to the value 1. Okay. So if operation is not null, it means even if you have plus, minus, into, divided by, whatever it is there inside operation, then I need to add the same thing to value 2. But inside value 2 also, again I need to use the same concept what I used here. First, if it is value null, okay, value 2 is null, then just only add, give the first value. If else, then add 1 to the existing value. Okay, so let's do this practically once. Here what is happening? See, already 1 is not there previously. When I click, it came. So now already 1 is there. If I click on 1 again, now what is happening? It is adding to that previous one. So now this is also a string. This string will continue until when? Until I click on the equal to, I should allow them to add. Yes or no? Okay. So I am adding like this. Okay. So here, when you click on any number, you will add like this until you click on equal to. Okay. So for in the method one, this is what I have written. Similarly, I have written for the method 2, method 3, method 4, for all the numbers. After this, what I have done, is whenever I click on addition, whenever I click on plus button, whenever I click on plus button, see, whenever I click on plus button, see here, whenever I click on the plus button, I am calling this addition action. Okay. So now what happens? It will come to this addition action. Okay. Inside addition action, what I am doing, after I click plus, okay, let me go to this again. Whenever I click plus, then after clicking plus, will I add any number to the value A? No, value A is finalized. There is no addition or removing in the value A. Yes or no? After I click on plus. So now I want to convert that string into integer. So that how I am doing that? See here, I am converting the string into integer. How to convert string into integer? This is the syntax that we are using. Integer dot value of, inside this you put the string. Integer dot value of, inside bracket you put the string. Then this entire thing will give the result as integer. To store this integer, I should have a variable, right? Initially, what I have done? Initially, I have given integer a. So this integer a can store an integer value, yes or no? So now here what I am doing, my value 1 is finalized. Okay, fine. Guys, have you followed till this point? Guys, have you followed till this point? So whenever I click on 1 for the very first time, it should go into value A. Okay. After that, whatever numbers I click, all these numbers should add on to the value A as a string. So after I click on any operation, then what should happen? Then that operation related method should execute. The operation related method, what it is doing, already you are done with the value first value, so that's why convert that into integer and store it in a variable a, and then put the value whatever you click. If you click on plus, put plus in operation. If you click on minus, put minus in operation. So now we are done with the first value and we are done with the operation. Now second value, after you click on operation, so already we have written this here in our code. If the operation value is equal to null, then put the value in the first value. Operation is not equal to null means already you entered first value, then only you will enter operation. It means put the value into the second value. Okay, put the value into the second value. So now in this way, I was able to put my first value also. I was able to put my second value also, operator also. Now when I click on equal to, now actual calculation should happen. When I click on equal to, then what should happen? When I click on equal to, the calculate method should be called. Inside calculate method, what I am doing? Inside calculate method, see, after clicking on equal to, will we change the value b? Will we change the value a? No, right? After clicking on the equal to, it means you are finalized with the value 1, you are finalized with the value 2. Then only you will click on equal to, right? So when you click on equal to, at that time what I am trying to do, I am trying to convert the value 2 into integer. This is my first step. So now I have the value 1 as integer, I have the value 2 as integer. In between these two, I have operator which is in string format. Yes, sir. Operator is having operation is having string value plus minus symbols as a string value it is there. So now inside calculate what I am doing, I am putting if operation value is equal to this string, then do C equal to A plus B. If it is minus, then do. So actual operations I am doing, and when I click on the calculate button. So actual operation C equal to A plus B, C equal to A minus B, C equal to A into B, C equal to A by B, I am doing when I click on equal to. So now I am getting the answer. So now let's go here again. Here these two values are there, right? So when I click on equal to, then addition of these values is come. Is this clear now? Is this clear? So now you try to do this. Very simple. See, only if you understand. See, these lines you understood already, right? This is just variable declaration. If you understand for one, okay, if you understand for one, The same thing I am doing for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. For all it is same, yes or no? For one number, it is same. You understood means the other numbers you can understand. So the next thing that what you need to understand is this one. When you click on subtract, addition, multiply, what is happening? Okay. After that, finally, when you click on calculate, what is happening? Okay. Till this point, is it clear, guys? Everyone? Function clear. I will come to that. I will come to that. Till this point, is this clear to everyone? Understood? Okay. Now, when I click on what I want to do, I want to put null in all these things when I okay. So instead of this, if I put null, I think that will be better. Also C also. That's also C also. C is the result, so no worries on that. Let me go to the here, go to click on preview. Okay. So now let me click on 15 plus 20 equal to 35. I'm getting okay. Now if I click on C, result is also showing zero. You are keeping now zero. Result C value result right A plus B I am getting C. Initially it is zero, right? If you don't add anything, you can put null also. You put null also. But if you put give zero result, that will be more meaningful, right? So that's why if you open a calculator, initially it will show zero, right? So that's why I kept that. If you want, you can put null also. Initially, before you enter anything, it will show zero, right? Initially. That's why I kept like that. But that's up to you. Whatever you want, you can do. So is this clear now? Okay. Now let me. Okay. So in this VF page, any doubt anyone having VF page? Okay. In this Apex class, any doubt? All of you executed and have you seen the output in your system? Please execute this and see the output in your system and confirm me back so that I will start a new topic. Okay. then only you will get clarity. One small mistake can entirely make it work in a different way. So only if you practice you can understand. If you just listen to this, it looks good, but when you do, you will face trouble. Okay. So now it's 8:48. Okay. Is there anyone who is still doing this or who is having any doubt? Please let me know. Or if you need some time, okay. For people who have already completed, executed successfully, take a quick break for 10 minutes. I would like to tell you one thing that if you want to get a job as a software engineer, okay, in any company, we need to understand the process first so that we can give the best. Okay. If you are now, what is the current date and time? Today, we are on 28th of October. Okay. Currently, we are on 28th of October 2023. Right. So on 2024, so in 2024 April, the 2024 pass out people will come. Yes or no? Okay. So if you are 2023 pass out, for example, if you passed in the year 2023 April, for example, and just consider the general month. In some colleges, it may be 1 month before or after. In general, you will write and you get your April or May in general. For example, let's take June. Okay. So June 2023 is your pass out, for example. Okay. If June 2023, it may vary from April to June, from college to college. Okay. So if you are a 2023 pass out, till the 2024 June batch comes out, till that time you are 100% considered as a fresher only. Okay. If you are 2022 May June pass out, 2022 May June pass out, if you are, then you have two options. One thing you can say that, okay, I passed in the year 2022 June. Okay. Ideally, you should get a job before 2023 June, before the next batch comes. This will happen usually for people who join good colleges. Okay. Okay. So there are different ways in which companies will hire people. Okay. One thing is big MNCs, Infosys, TCS, Wipro, all these big companies are there, right? So they will hire people only in two ways. One thing is directly they will conduct some interview drive for freshers, and second one is for experience. If they are considering interviews for freshers, okay, they will do it in multiple ways. One way is they will go to big colleges, some reputed colleges, and they will do campus placement. If you are part of any, if you are currently studying, if you are in fourth year, or if you just completed fourth year, okay, fourth year of BTech or third year of degree, okay. So then if they come to your college for campus placement, that is the easiest way to get a job. And there are some people who got job like that. They are easiest people, safest people. Okay, done. We are not in that category. Sir, what is the next option? Next option is they will conduct pool campus. Means, for example, if I am studying in XYZ college, if they come, if the company directly comes to our college and if they conduct a campus interview, at least they will come, 5 to 10 people will come from the company to perform the interviews and to hire you. They will put some target, like at least 100 people I want to take from this college, or 50 people I want to take from this college. Like that, they will have some target. So, among the people in your class, so who are your competitors at that time? For example, if I am a person, A. Okay. My name is A, for example, A. If I need to get a job means who are my competitors? My class people only are my competitors. Yes or no? My class, my batch. Okay. In that section A, section B, okay, CSC, IT, ECE, mechanical, civil, like that, different branches are there. Okay. I am one among them. So I know the strengths and weaknesses of other people. I know how you will talk. I know how that guy will talk. So based on that, okay, he will make that mistake. I will not make that mistake. So I can rectify by seeing people, and it is easy to get a job there in the campus placement. If company is directly coming to your college for campus placement, okay, that will happen if your college is having a very good placement officer. Every college will have a placement officer. It is his job to go to companies and request them to come to their college. Okay, if that happens properly, they will come to your college and you can get a job there. That is known as on campus. On campus, campus placement. That is what on campus means. After on campus, the second option is pool campus. Pool campus means if I am from ABC college, for example, and if my college is having very good infrastructure, okay, in my college only they will conduct campus placements for three more colleges or five more colleges. So for 5 or 10 colleges, students at in one college they will put campus placements. That is known as pool campus. So they will invite people from only those 5 colleges or those 10 colleges they selected, and for those college people only they will conduct a campus interview. That is known as pool campus. Okay, the first one on campus, very easy to get a job. Second one is pool campus. Okay, so if you want to participate in pool campus, that is also not in your hands because they should invite your entire college people. So it is also again the job of the placement officer. If you have a very good placement officer, either you will be part of on campus or pool campus. Okay. Fine, sir. I don't come into any of these two categories. My placement officer is not so great. So he didn't bring any college, any companies for campus entries. So there is no on campus in my college. Done. Second option, pool campus. They did not invite us to other colleges also. Pool campus also not done for us. So the next option is off campus. Off campus means companies will conduct, they will give some notification, like they will put some notification, and they will say that okay, we are going to conduct off campus drive, okay, in so and so college or so and so office. It can happen either in college or it can happen either in office. Okay. In either of these cases, they will say that if you complete graduation in so and so year, okay, and you should have a minimum this much of percentage. Like that, they will put some criteria. If you satisfy this criteria, you can attend for that interview. So these kind of off-campus drives will happen in Hyderabad. Okay, there are a lot of places where these off-campus drives will happen. So how can I get that information? Next, that is the question, right? You need to Google. You need to verify in Facebook. You need to verify in Instagram. You need to verify in Telegram. So there are some Telegram channels. They will post this information. There are some Facebook channels, there are some Instagram channels, okay, wherein they will post this information that this Saturday or next Saturday there is a TCS off campus drive, there is a Infosys off campus drive in so and so address, okay, like that they will conduct, okay. So if you want to attend for such kind of a interview, okay, still you will be considered as a fresher, okay. Okay. So, so these are the three ways in which you can get a job as a fresher, either on campus, pool campus, off campus. If you are part of on campus or pool campus, you are lucky. Fine. If you are in off campus, then you should work hard. You should work more because the competition is coming from different colleges, right? Different people from different colleges are coming and attending the same job mela. So you should be better when compared to all those people, then only you can get a job. Okay? Fine. So, what type of preparation I need to do? So, that is the next question, right? So, now till this point, it's clear, right? So, what are the different ways in which they will conduct interviews? So, if you are attending as a fresher interview, the process is more or less same in on campus, full campus, off campus. And all the three, the process is majorly same. So, what is the process? First, they will conduct a written test. First, they will conduct a written test. In that written test, what they will do is they will put some questions on English, your vocabulary, your communication, English related test. That will include some questions on English, past and future tense, all the English related questions. Second thing, arithmetic calculations. Okay, okay. And third thing is reasoning. Okay, like how you prepare for bank exams, all these things. Na? So English is important, arithmetic is important, reasoning is important. So along with this, some technical questions also they may ask that are generic in nature. Generic questions, not specific to any technology, like basic C, C++ related basic. See, OOPS concepts are common in all the technologies, right? So, like such kind of questions will be included, technical questions also in some interviews. In some companies, put only these things: arithmetic, reasoning, and English. Some companies only put these as written test. Some companies will give you C, C++, basics of Java, those things also, HTML, basic HTML, CSS, these kind of things also they include in the written test. So if you want to get a job as a fresher, you need to prepare on all these things. First thing, improve your English. Second thing, improve your arithmetic skills. Third thing, improve your reasoning skills. Fourth thing, basics of C, C++, Java, HTML, CSS, these kind of things. So where can I get this information? There are so many websites which provide this kind of information. So if you don't know exactly which website I should go, so indiabix.com, India BIX, indiabix.com is one of the website which gives very good information. I am suggesting this website. I am not saying that read only this website. This website will give you an overall understanding what kind of questions they will ask. So like this, in Google, if you just type campus recruitment training, CRT. If you type campus recruitment training, note it down. For freshers and telling, note it down. CRT, campus recruitment training. Okay. If you Google it, you can get so many websites related to this. Indiabix.com is one of the website which will help you. Like this, there are other websites also which will help you. So you need to go to those websites and you need to prepare well on English, arithmetic, reasoning, and basics of computer. Okay, done. So once you prepare for all these things, next what you need to do, you need to prepare a good resume. I'm focusing only on fresher grade. Regarding experienced people, I will again tell. Okay, my focus is currently on freshers. So freshers, how should they prepare their resume? Your resume should contain the first, don't put any heading. This is a common mistake people do. Don't put any heading like resume or curriculum vitae. Don't put any heading. Don't put any heading. Just keep it blank on the top. On the top, okay. You just write your on the top. You just write your name, email ID, phone number. Okay. name, email ID, phone number, that's it. Okay. So under that, you will write your summary or your aspiration in life, what you want to become. I want to become an employee in a MNC. Why you want to become an employee in a good company? Because I want to utilize my technical skills and communication skills. Okay, I want to utilize my technical skills and communication skills to add value to the organization. For example, currently, if a company is there which is selling cars, for example, if today it is selling 100 cars per month, for example, if you join that company, you should add value to the organization. And after you joining, if the company sells 120 cars because of your talent or your skill, it is what you are adding value to the organization. In return, what you are going to get? In return, you are going to get good knowledge, experience. Along with that, you also will get monetary benefits, right? So your agenda in life, your agenda in life, what you want to achieve, okay? There you should mention this kind of sentences. Basically, what you want to give to the organization, that should be on the first line. Don't see, everybody knows why you will do a job to get salary. Simple common sense, everybody knows that. But you cannot write that like that. What should be your outlook? What should you represent yourself as? You should represent yourself as I have some good technical and communication skills. I want to use these skills to improve the organization. For the I want to participate in the growth of the organization. In return, I will also learn some new things. I have some knowledge right now. So my knowledge will also enhance after I work for some years or months. Okay. Along with that, I will also get good respect in the society because I am working for Suretsu company. Okay. Along with that, I will get good monetary benefits. Good salary also I will get. So for these reasons, I want to get a job. So this is the agenda. You can put it in your own words, you can Google and you can write it in different ways, whatever you like. Under that, you need to specify your educational qualification. Like, see, I passed in this year so and so, see, BTech or MTech or degree, okay, with this much percentage, okay. Intermediate, I passed in this year with this percentage. 10th class, I passed in this year with this percentage, okay. That you will mention. Under that, you need to mention your technical skills. Technical skills means what I need to put. I have good knowledge in using Windows operating system, right? As a fresher, you have used, laptop or desktop, so you have good knowledge in Windows operating system. So if you bring a farmer and if you give a laptop to him, he don't know what button to click. But it is you are not like that. If someone says that please open so and so thing, you can quickly open it in your laptop or desktop, right? So you have some technical skills using which you can perform some operations on Windows operating system. Okay. And if you have knowledge on Mac operating, I mean Apple OS also, you can mention that one as well. Otherwise, you mention that I have good knowledge in using the Windows operating system. This is basic. Everyone knows this, right? Along with that, if you have knowledge in C, C++, .NET, Java, Salesforce, whatever other things you know, you mention them. Okay. And if you know some database related stuff like SQL, all these things, if you know, you will put it. Okay. If you know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, whatever you know, you will mention all those things there. After that, what you need to mention? After that, you need to mention about the project that you have done in your okay. So you might have done two projects in your college, right? One is the major project, another one is the minor project. Yes or no? Two kinds of projects. Even if you have not done project in your college, here you put it that in your resume. They will not come to your college and verify whether you have done that project or not. They will just see your resume and they will ask some questions on that. That's it. Nobody will come and verify. So you need to put some project in your resume. Okay, this is a structure you need to follow. Of course, the style, other things you can do it as per your wish. The structure I'm telling. First project, second project. Make sure that, for example, if you are from civil engineering, or if you are from mechanical engineering, or if you have done degree BBA, in that case, your education is not actually directly linked to a software engineer, right? In that case, what you need to do, you need to Google and try to get a sample project. If you just put like a sample project on Salesforce, okay, if you just Google it, you can get these things. Why I am not giving it? Because if I give only that one, everyone will prepare. Okay, everyone will go and tell the same thing. Then the interviewer will understand that these guys came from so and so institute, they prepared. You should not give such kind of an impression. Okay, so that's why give some project. It can be on not only on Salesforce, it can be on anything. Okay, that you have done in your college. But how to represent the project? First, you put some good title. Imagine that if you want to make a new movie, what you will do, you should have a good story, you should have a hero, heroine, you should have a good story, you should have a hero, heroine, okay, and you should have a good title. Similarly, here also, we are telling a story to him, whether that is real or not, he will not bother. So, put a nice title, okay. For example, I will tell you, leave management system. Leave management system. For example, if you are working in any organization, if you want to put leave, there should be a leave management system portal or website. There it will show you different types of leaves, like whether you want to take a sick leave, whether you want to take a earned leave. Earned leave means in any organization generally, what happens? Monthly 1.5 leaves or monthly 1.75 leaves they will give you. So it will start from January till December. Okay. In some companies, every month they will uniformly add 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, like that. Okay. Or in some companies, every month they will give you 1.05, 1.5, like that. In some companies, what they will do in these 12 months, okay, every month they will give you one leave, and on June month and December month they will give you two leaves. Different companies will follow different structure, I'm telling. Okay, so now annual leaves in total, they will provide you 21 or 22 do 21. Generally, people follow 21 days of annual leaves. So for these 21 days in a year, they will pay you salary even you are on leave. Those are paid leaves or annual leaves. And if you are sick due to so and so health problem, they will give you 5 sick leaves. Okay, and for example, if you have some major medical incident because of which those 5 days are not sufficient, okay, and annual leaves also you use, that is also not there. So then they will provide you loss of pay. You will be that company's employee only. They will give you leave because you might have told them that I have so and so problems. That's why. So that kind of leave is loss of pay leave. And they will different companies will follow different types of leaves. Like some companies will say that on your birthday you can take an optional holiday. What is optional holiday? They will say that in a year, they cannot give you holiday for every festival that comes. So major festivals, 10 festivals they will identify, and for these 10 festivals they will give you holidays. For example, see, Andhra, Telangana, both states are very, similar in all the customs and all these things, right? Still, you can see that in Telangana, Dasara is a very big festival. In Andhra, Sankranti is a very big festival, right? So on Dasara day, they will give you holiday. On Sankranti day, they will give you holiday. But for Telangana people, one day before or one day after Dasara also they will still celebrate. So they want to take one day extra as an optional holiday. In Andhra, Bogi also they will celebrate, Sankranti also, Kanuma also, Mukkarma also. It means they need one more extra day holiday there. So what companies will do, they will say that okay, we will provide you Bogi as an optional holiday. And for Bonalu, Dasara before day, they will give you as an optional holiday for Telangana people. So what happens if you want to choose that day as an optional holiday in the entire year, you can get only two optional holidays, and that 2 days can be used in any one of the 10 days. So the 10 or 8 optional holidays they will give. Among those 10, you can choose any one. Like that, any 2 days you can choose in the entire year. If you have already consumed your optional holidays, if you have already taken in the first month itself, then you cannot use more than 2 days. For example, if you are a lady, okay, then pregnancy leave, they will give you 3 months paid leave. 3 months they will get salary even though they are on leave. 3 months paid leave they will give. 3 months loss of pay leave they will give. So total 6 months. Okay. You cannot apply, men cannot apply for this leave. So if that person is a male, he should not be able to select this option. If he is a, I mean, if she is a female, then only she should select this option. See, only in leave management, so much of functionality is there, right? So, like this, first you need to explain the business functionality. Here, the functionality is they should allow you to, I mean, as a user, you should be able to select the right type of leave. And if you select optional holiday, only two available, it should show. If you have already used one, it should show only one. If you have already used two, it should show zero. If you want to go for a paid leave, for example, this month is June. Okay. So January one leave, February one leave, like that. 5 months, 5 leaves you got. In June, 2 leaves you got. Total 5 plus 2 7 leaves you got. So 7 will show as available. For example, out of the 7, already if you used 3, it should show only 4. Okay. And also companies will give adoption leave. For example, if you want to adopt a child, for that they will give you 1 day leave. For example, if you are husband and if your wife went for pregnancy, for your if you are a female, they will give you 3 months of paid leave and 3 months of not loss of pay. But if you are a husband and if your wife is pregnant and if she is not working, she is working in a different company or she is not working, that is fine. If you are a husband, you need to go to hospital and take care of your wife, right? So for that you can ask for 1 day or 5 days, depending on the company, they will give you that. This is paternity leave. If you are a female, if you are going, that is known as maternity leave. If you are a father, you will get paternity leave. So in some companies they will give you 1 day paternity leave. In some companies they will give you 5 days paternity leave. So all these are what? These are business functionalities. Okay. So leave management system, that is a heading. Okay, for the project. These functionalities you will write as a description. Okay. In that, what technologies you use. Okay, for front end I use Visual Force page to design the page, and you have used this calendar to select the dates from date to date, and you are subtracting the date difference you are calculating and number of days you are calculating, and you are checking this with the available leaves. If that person is having 5 available leaves, if he is choosing 2 dates and the difference between these 2 dates is 6, then you should not allow him to apply leave. Only you have 5 days. You can apply only 5. You cannot apply 6 days leave. Like that, all those things you need to provide solution for that. So In this way, you choose a project. If you are a fresher, this is what you need to do. This way, you need to choose a project, and then you should explain about your project in detail. You should explain about your project in detail when you go for an interview. Okay, so when you go for an interview, how you can go for an interview? First of all, you should be able to clear the written test. I will tell you the ratio. Okay, when I attended the interview, 1200 people attended the interview. Out of those 1200 people, only 24 people got selected. Okay, finally got the job, only 24 people. So out of these 1200, almost 60% people, 60 to 70% people, they will clear the first level only. Okay, it means after out of these 1200 people who have written the written exam, they selected only nearly 300 people, I think. Nearly 300 people they selected for next round. So, if you want to get a job as a fresher, you should practice a lot on those written exams so that you should be able to clear the first round. So after you clear the first round, okay. So I told you the preparation for the resume, right? So you have the resume ready with you, and then you clear the first round by preparing all the written exams. Okay, done. So what will be the second round? In some companies, I mean, some companies they will put you a group discussion for some companies. So first written test, second group discussion, third technical interview, fourth HR interview. So majority of the companies follow this structure. In some companies, they may not put group discussion directly after written test. They may go for the technical interview and HR interview. Okay. So what they will ask in group discussions. Okay. In group discussion, generally they will give you a common topic. Common topic. Like I will give you one of the common topic. Like see for example, India is a democratic country wherein you can elect your leader, right? So if if you have like BJP, Congress like this, you have different parties, right? If one party gets the complete majority, like currently BJP is the one party which has the complete majority and it is running the government. Okay. Previously NDA was there, right? Okay. Previously Congress, it's not a single Congress government. It is a coalition government wherein more than one party they won the election. Okay, together it means to run the government they need to get some 240 around seats, but they got only 200 seats. So another party is having 40 seats. So they collaborated with them. Okay, so now two parties are working together. They formed a government and they are running. So they may ask you this kind of question. This is an example I'm telling. So which one is better for our country? Whether a single government is good for, I mean, a single party getting complete majority, is that good, or a coalition government wherein, more than one party together they collaborate and they will rule the government. Okay. So which one is good for the country? You should be capable enough to provide some points for both, because if you take anything, there will be some advantages and disadvantages, right? So now, if this is the point for group discussion, every time they give a point for group discussion. Okay, so this is one example I have given. So you can Google it, you can get topics for group discussion. If you type topics for group discussion, you will get like this and number of topics. This is one of the topic I told you. Another topic, I will give you some more examples. Like love marriage is good or arranged marriage is good. This is one of the topic. So the point is always whenever a topic like this is given, you should not be biased. It means you should not say that I only believe love marriage is correct. I only believe arranged marriage is correct. Don't go in that manner. What you should do, you should be neutral, and what you should do is you prepare for 2 points this side, 2 points that side. There are advantages with love marriage, disadvantages also. Arranged marriage also, they have some advantages, disadvantages also. Right? Coalition government, advantages are there, disadvantages are there. Single party government, advantages are there, disadvantages are there. So they will see, if you have very good communication skills, if you express yourself very well, in that case also, if you are talking one-sidedly, if you take only one stand and if you speak only on that side, the chances are that you will get rejected. Because emotionally you should not take things. You should see it from outside. See, if a question is given like love marriage is good or arranged marriage is good, you don't take it personally. Okay? Personally, you may think that love marriage is correct. You may believe it, do it in your personal life. Do it. Nobody is stopping you. But when such question is asked, you should give neutral answer. There are advantages and disadvantages in both the sides. Yes or no? So you should be capable enough to tell in that way. Then you will be easily get selected. Because majority of the people don't know this trick. When two options are given, okay, majority of the group discussion questions are like this only. They will give which one is correct, this one or that one. Generally, student tendency is they will choose one side and they will speak on only on that side. If you speak on both sides, it will give you a level of authenticity. You are thinking like an adult. If you are a kid, if you ask this question, they will take one side. But as an adult, in office, there will be so many scenarios that you may face, okay, where you need to be neutral. You should not take things to your heart. That is what they are checking in the group discussion. And second point, so group discussion, important things I'm telling. See, don't think that why I am telling all these unnecessary things. This is really important. So that's why I'm telling. Who will tell you if not me? That's why I'm telling. So because I faced all these things, I attended group discussions, I participated. So that's what I'm telling. The next point is first point, when you clear the written exam, they will call you for group discussion. In group discussion, 15 to 20 people, they will ask you to sit on a round table. There will be a single table around which 15 to 20 people will sit, and there will be a coordinator who will ask you a single question. And everyone need to speak on that. Okay. So in that, there will be again two types in which they may conduct this type of group discussion. First type is they will just tell the topic. Anyone can speak anything. Randomly they will leave. Okay. So people who have the quick thought process. So the same question, if I give, this guy may get the idea quickly, another person may get the idea slowly, right? So don't go deep into it. See it from outside. Just a simple 2 points. This side 2 points, that side 2 points. That's it. Okay. If you doubt. Okay. If you express your points in the very beginning, that will be easy because what happens, when they say that okay, anyone can tell any points, you in your mind you will prepare 2 points, say 2 points, that's it. One person will come and tell those 2 points, another person will come and tell other 2 points. The points you prepared, same idea other people will also get, they will tell those points. By the time it will come to you, you don't have any points to tell. You will feel that okay, already that point was covered by that person. I should tell a new point, but you don't get a new point, so you cannot tell. If you keep quiet, you will fail the entry. I mean, group discussion, you will fail. So the first tip is make sure that you are neutral, okay, and quickly, as quick as possible, get 2 points this side, 2 points that side. That's it. Don't think much. Don't think complicatedly. Think it in a very basic manner, and you should be the first guy to start and tell those 2 points. One thing, if you tell your points, then you can sit relaxed. If you don't speak anything, if others are speaking one by one, people will speak. So the initial point is the icebreaker, icebreaker. So if you want to break the ice for the very first shot, it will be difficult. But once if you break it into small pieces, later on what will happen? It will melt quickly. Yes or no? Similarly here, the icebreaker. So you will get extra points for starting the conversation. You will get extra points for starting the conversation. So quickly get 2 points this side, 2 points that side. Just open your conversation. Like, see, for the question you said, so I think that we cannot conclude on one side because there are advantages and disadvantages on both the sides. Tell the advantages and disadvantages of this side, tell the advantages and disadvantages of this side. That's it. You see, remaining people will fight, you will get selected. Because important points, easy points you will tell already. They will not find points. Because first easy point only anyone will get, right? That point you will cover, you can relax. But there will be situations like there will be some people. Okay, I know you all are average people. There will be some topper who can think quickly and who will start the conversation. So you missed the first opportunity. He started the conversation. And then you will get this tension like, I thought this point and that guy already started that point. Now what I need to do? So at least take the second chance. How to take the second chance? So in group discussion, the major drawback or the major difficulty is you have the point you want to tell, but first person will start a point and another person will continue from there, third person will continue, fourth person will continue. They will not give you chance to enter into the discussion. They will not give you chance to enter into the discussion. Then what happens? You have the points, but nobody will tell that, okay, this person is trying to speak, you stop, that guy will, nobody will encourage you like that. It is competition. You have to win, you have to fight. So already if two people are talking, how to enter in between them? So you already have one point, right? So identify a person whose point is similar or very near to your point. You just start the conversation saying that, okay? Okay. As Rajesh is saying, I agree with his point, but I would like to add one more point and then tell your point. So in this way, you can enter into the discussion. If some Rajesh or Suresh is telling a point, just tell that, as Rajesh said, I agree with this point, but I would like to add one more point to the same thing and tell your points. As soon as quick as possible, you should deliver it. Whatever is there in your mind, then you will be free. If you don't speak by the end of the 15 minutes, your tension will be like anything. Your BP levels will go from 120 by 80 to 180 by 120. Your BP will rise like that because you have a point, but you are not getting the chance to speak. Okay? So these are the two important things. As quick as possible, get your points in your mind. Take the easiest ones, fine. No need to think complicatedly and give new point. Okay? But you should start first. If you lose that opportunity, second thing is you choose a point. If somebody is speaking some point, if if you think that that point is similar to your point or near to your point, then enter the conversation saying that, okay, I agree with Rajesh or Suresh, but I would like to add my point, and you enter into the conversation and tell your points and then sit. Okay. Second thing done. The third thing is after see if they conduct in this way, if they conduct in this way, like randomly anybody can speak anything, okay, then this will work. In some cases, what they will do, if they do in this way, what happens, some people only will speak. Out of the 20, only 5 people will speak. Remaining people will sit and listen like this. All the 15 get out, they will say. Only 5 they will select and they will go. So you should not keep quiet. For example, in the first scenario only, wherein they randomly they tell that whoever want to speak, they can speak. They give it randomly. If you don't have any new point also, another trick. So first person started. I told you to start first, but because of fear or tension, you couldn't start first. That's fine. First person started. 2 points. Okay. And then I told you to come up with another point and enter in between. Second also you couldn't do. Fine, that is also fine. Third also you couldn't do. Fine. Fourth also you couldn't do. Fine. At least after fourth point, people will forget the first point, right? If you don't have anything in your mind, then what you need to do? Remember the first point. You don't think at all. Remember the first point. Okay? The first guy he will say something, right? Think with your mind. You may not get a new point, but by listening to that point, you will think that this is a valid point or not. That much knowledge you will have, right? After listening to the first point, two, three, four, if you have one point, you enter in between two or three, like that. If you don't have any new point, remember the first points. Okay? After three or four or five people, then you can start and enter into the conversation and say that, okay, I agree with that first guy, and you can tell your point, or you can directly tell your point, because even though you heard his point, you will express it in your own way. The terminology, the wording will change, right? That is enough. Okay, fine. If you couldn't do this also, at least speak something. You couldn't start, you couldn't enter in between, you couldn't do anything. Okay, at least at the end, at least at the end, before it concludes, so they will say that 15 minutes group discussion. Okay, already 10 minutes over, those five people only fighting, remaining people all kept quiet, you are one among them. Okay, at least you conclude it by saying that, as we have seen that different people said different versions. Okay, I agree with all of them, because this is a debatable point wherein we cannot come to a conclusion. I agree with all the points. You will say all the points told by all the people. You just conclude it. Getting my point? If you don't have anything in your brain, also you can select. You can get selected. Okay, fine. So in this way, you can speak something. So what are the things they will observe? I will tell you. First thing, in a group discussion, if you keep quiet, if you don't speak anything, it means you are not interested in participating in the discussion. So they will eliminate you. If you don't speak anything, simply they will eliminate you. First thing, you should be able to participate. So if you have to speak something, two things they will verify you. One thing is, if you have to speak something, so you should have the clear thought process. So which point should come first, which point should come next. That thought process you have, that they will understand when you speak. Second thing, if you are speaking, see now I am speaking in front of you means you can understand what level of English I'm using. Okay, if I start the sentence with present tense, I'm ending the sentence with present tense. If I start my sentence with past tense, I'm ending the sentence with past tense. If I start my sentence with future tense, I'm ending that with future tense. If I club, tomorrow I will come, that is a correct statement. Tomorrow I went to hospital. Tomorrow I went. See, grammatical mistake, right? Tomorrow I will go, I should say. So these kind of things they will find. So two things. One thing, do you have courage to speak in front of people? One thing, you should have courage to speak in front of people. Second thing is, you should have proper communication skills, at least to communicate with others. These are the two things they will observe. Fine. The next thing is, second thing is, they will check your leadership skills. See, for example, out of these 15 people, if you see that almost everyone, 15 or 20 people are sitting in the discussion, right? Almost everyone is giving one or the other point. But if you identify there is one person, by seeing the face, we can say he want to say something, but he is not getting that opportunity to speak. This is next level. If you just want to pass, whatever I gave the tips till now, that is enough. If you want to go to the next level, okay. If you want to go to the next level, if you can satisfy all the above, then I will tell you the next level. The next level is, if I am one among the 15 or 20 people sitting in the group discussion, Okay, I gave my points and other people also gave their points. Still the time is there. Out of 15 minutes, only 10 minutes has been covered. Still 5 minutes time is there. I identify a person who is trying to speak, but he is not having that skill to enter in between. I told you the tip to how to enter into the discussion. If two people are speaking, how to enter in between, I told you the tip. Take one person's name and say that I agree with this point and you enter that point. Or you can say that I don't agree with him and you take the opposite point. That is also fine. But that guy don't know this technique. Na? So identify one person like that. And if you say that, okay, fine. We have this person who is trying to speak out. Let's give him a chance. If you tell this sentence, it shows your leadership skills, wherein you are encouraging people around you. You are not thinking about yourself, you are also thinking about people around you. You are not only grooming yourself to grow, you are also grooming people around you to grow. If you do that one, you will 100% will get selected because others will not have this courage to do because they don't have the courage to speak for themselves only. If you can speak your point, afterwards, if you encourage another person to speak, then you are like 100% they will select you because you have the skills. So they are verifying two types of skills here. Whether you can be a part of a team. If you are participating, you can perform as a team member. If you are encouraging others, you can lead a team wherein you can give chance to others to do. But if you keep silent and if you give chance to everybody, it doesn't mean that you are good. You should speak and then you should allow others to speak. If you keep silent and if you say that I gave chance to everyone, then they will not select you, they will select them only. Is this clear? How the group discussions will happen? Is this clear? So, in this way, group discussions will happen. If you follow these simple tricks, you can get selected in the group discussion. Fine. You okay? Let's imagine you got selected in the group discussion also. Okay. Next one is technical interview. Okay. In technical interview, how it will be? In technical interview, first of all, they want to understand what is technical interview. First, basically tell me what is technical interview. You have acquired some skills by learning a subject. So, if for example, let's consider I am a civil engineer. I am a civil engineer. I am attending for a software interview. Okay. If he asks purely software questions, I cannot answer. Yes, sir. I just completed my BTech in civil engineering. If he is asking all C, C++, Java, .NET, all these technical questions, how can I answer? I don't know, right? So they will give you a chance if you tell about your subject also, any subject that you have learned, if you can express that in a better way, then also they will select you. But there will be a trouble. Here, the most difficult question is you completed your graduation in civil engineering. Why you want to come to software engineering as an employee? That question they will ask. So you have to prepare yourself. For example, if I am a civil engineer, I am in my fourth year, or I just completed my graduation this year. If somebody asks me this question, how will I answer? I will tell you. Similarly, you think on your own and give your answer. I will tell this answer. Like, see, I at the time of selecting the branch, which branch I need to choose, at that time, I don't have that much clarity in my life. I took the opportunity, whatever I got. But later, I realized that I gave my best, and in college, I studied and I tried to understand all those subjects. Yes, I really agree that by joining as a civil engineer, I can contribute to the growth of this country by building so many buildings, dams, bridges. Yes, definitely, I am going to do great Seva to this country. Yes, that is true. But I realized that during my education in my BTech, I have friends from IT, I have friends from ECE, I have friends from mechanical. In college, it's quite common that we will meet people from different branches. I realized that if I work as a civil engineer for my rest of my life, okay. If, for example, if I become a civil engineer and if I build a building for you, I am actually contributing only to you. But if I build a website or if I build a software, actually I am impacting the lives of so many people indirectly. Yes, sir. So many people. If I build a house, individual house to you, only you will get the benefits out of it. But if I build a software, some thousands and lakhs of people are going to use that software. So my efforts, my skills are going to help a huge number of people. So that I realized. Then I got interest in software. Then I started meeting people from CSC department and IT department. And then I thought that okay, this is going to create huge number of jobs. So I will get a opportunity to work as an employee. Okay. So both professionally and personally, I want to basically impact huge number of people in this world. See, if I do see simple thing, if I am a person who is stitching old shoes or old chapel, okay, then how many people's life I can impact? Only less number of people. If I put a company like Bata and if I manufacture new shoes and new chapel, then what happens? Huge number of people's lives I can impact. Yes or no? Similarly, here, if I build only one house, then what I am doing, I am impacting less number of people's lives. My agenda in life is to impact the lives of huge number of people in a positive way. Okay, so that I am going to achieve my life purpose. I am going to achieve my life's goal if I get into software that I realize. So such kind of impactful story or something you need to tell and convince him. If you are coming from mechanical, if you are coming from other departments, you need to tell. If you are already in IT CSC, then no need to tell this story. Okay. If you are already into that, then you should say what I realized when I was in school, when I was in college, at that time only I realized that software is what which is going to impact huge number of people's lives. So that's why I have chosen this one and I am working on this one. That's why you can tell. Okay. It depends. The answer depends on your situation, where you are in your life. Okay. So in technical interview, if you give him a chance to ask questions, he will ask all the questions for which he knows the answer. You don't know the answer. You cannot answer it, you will fail the interview. So the first trick is you should not give him chance to ask questions. You should start with your introduction in such a way saying that hi, this is Ramesh. I am from Palakallu. The best way is hi, this is Ramesh Vakantam. I am from Palakallu. You can call me Ramesh. Okay. So you first give your full name, then you give your location from which place you are. Okay. And then you can say him a short word where using which he can call you. Okay. And you can say that I completed my graduation in so and so field, okay, in so and so year. If you have completed your graduation degree in the relevant IT stream, then you mention that. Otherwise, you simply say that I completed my graduation in the year 2015 or in the year 2023. Okay, if you have good percentage, then mention that percentage. If you don't have good percentage, then don't mention it. It will vary from person to person. I'm giving you generic outline. You're getting my point, right? Generic outline. If you have good point, then highlight it. If you don't have good point, then don't highlight it. Okay. So after that, what you need to do? You need to tell him that, okay, in this 4 years of my or 3 years of my graduation, along with many technical skills, I also learned so many communication skills and interpersonal skills. What is interpersonal skills? Interpersonal skills means before I joined BTech, I never used to interacted with any ninth class or 8th class students. But it's not like that in BTech. Okay. Okay. It's not like that in BTech. In BTech, even though I am from civil engineering or electronics, I got these skills by interacting with other group people, other branches, other colleges, other years. I interacted with them. If you interact with 10 different people from 10 different streams, you will understand what is life. So I learned these things during my college. Okay. And also, even though you have not participated in any one of the college festival happen, right? You mentioned that I organized a small stall. Okay, even though you have not done that, you can tell this in interview that I have organized a small. See, one of my friend, he organized a, mini cricket. Okay, mini cricket. He organized a mini cricket wherein only small room kind of thing is there. There, like how we used to play when we were kids, we used to take one plank what we use for exams, okay, and we will take one plastic ball and we will just play with that one with 3 4 people when we were kids, right? So the same thing we kept here, okay, and he said that okay, 10 rupees for 1 hour. If you want to play for 1 hour, play 10. Give 10 rupees. We will put you 6 balls. Okay. So among this, okay, whoever scores for whose score is high for that person, we will give you a gift. Inside that gift, what is there? You are not showing. Just you wrapped a gift and you kept it. So to win, what you will do? You will not pay only 10 rupees and you will not play only 1 hour. What you will do? You will play more and more hours to get maximum score, right? So I organized this kind of thing in my college. So if you tell, even if you have not done, if some of your friends have done that, that's perfectly fine. You tell that I have done these things apart from my regular college. And you can also see that we went, for example, if I am from ECE, I went to BSNL office for a technical excursion, and there I observed the different things and I understood how the life will be in a real time scenario than compared to college. So these are the things I learned in my college. So you need to express these things. It's not simply book knowledge that's sufficient to get a job. So these are the things you need to express. So if you can turn him into this direction, he will not ask you deep technical questions. Just tell about yourself. Okay, this is my name. I am from this place, and I have these many skills. See, even if I don't know anything, okay, I am from civil engineering or I am from mechanical engineering. I don't know anything about software, but I have the skills to think innovatively. If there is no way, I will tell you one example. In our college, okay, in our college, all the students want to go for a technical excursion. Like we want to go for a company. ECAL is there, right? In Hyderabad. We want to go to ECAL to, to see the plants. What is plant means? No, not the crops. Plant means, manufacturing plant. Okay. So we want to go inside and we want to see that. So what I did, we approached, one of our uncle is working there. So we asked him, will you give permission? So then they said that, okay, if you get a letter from your principal, okay, and only one time we will allow. Today one person will come, tomorrow one person will come, not like that. At a time, 30 people will come, minimum 30 people should come. Okay. Then we will organize a person to guide you. He will show you everything what is happening in that plant. So one of my uncle agreed for that. So you should tell these kind of things in your interview, saying that okay. So I got this chance. So I went to my principal. So among the students in my classroom, I am the guy who have that courage to speak in front of the principal. I went to the HOD First, I asked him that this is my plan. I want to take all the students to take to that ECL. So then I asked, he said that you should take a letter from principal. So I went to the principal and I asked him, and I took a letter from him. And I also said that, okay, we are planning this on this Saturday or Sunday, whatever it may be. So Saturday is a working day. On a working day, how the principal will agree? So I managed to convince him by showing the result. Like, see, if we go there, we will get some knowledge and we will get a certificate that we participated in that event. That will be good for our career, and also it will add value to the college. So I was able to convince my principal, and I was able to organize this. I am the person who took all these people to ECIL. We went there, we spent one complete day there, we came back and we got a certificate for participation. If you tell that I organized this kind of thing, then they will see leadership skills in you. Okay. Then they will think that he is the right guy. See, because once you are in the fourth year or final year of your college, all the students are equal only in our mindset and their mindset also. If you add these simple things, even if you don't do anything, that is perfectly fine. You should just tell them, that's it. That's what I'm telling. Think something in your mind, okay? Write a nice script for that. Prepare that script and tell, that's it. You no need to do anything. Who will come and verify whether you went there or not? They will only check your confidence level. That's it. See this uh, mini cricket, na? I have not done that. One of my friend did it. In college, I don't have that much, courage to do the real activity. He did it, but he never told that in interviews. I used it and I told in every interview, and I got selected. You getting my point? If you really did it or not, that is not important. How you are expressing, that is important. So even in technical interview, you tell these kind of situations wherein you have some extra skills when compared to others. Okay. Along with that, you explain him about your project. Okay. If you can explain him about your project, then what will happen? He will understand, okay, this guy have good communication skills wherein he can express himself in a better way. So they think that, okay, what they will think on the other side, whether this guy can communicate with the client properly. If client is asking so and so, we should do two things. One thing, we should have the technical skills to learn new things and do them. That is one we should have. Second thing is, if you cannot do that, okay, you should have that talent to convince other person that this is not possible. Choose the other option. You should have more. If you express these kind of terminology, if you express these kind of things to them, then they will think that, okay, he is the right person for our company. Okay. If you do these things, then the technical interview is over. Fine. Somehow you manage and you clear the technical interview. Technical interview you can pass if you can express about your project, whether you have done it or not. Whether it is your project or it is your friend's project, no problem. Nobody will come and verify. Learn something new. I mean, learn something very interesting one. You learn about a project. You type in Google, you can get 10 different projects. Select the one which is more interesting. Just put that in your resume that you have done this one. That's enough. But you prepare well in such a way that what type of questions that may come from that side and how you are going to give answers to that. Okay. You can also say that this Salesforce, I have seen one, see, when I was in till my third year, I don't have any agenda in my life. I was in a confused state. I was just going with the flow. But one day I just saw one ad when I was watching a movie on YouTube or I am watching a song on YouTube. I just saw this Salesforce ad. Then I got some curiosity. What is this Salesforce? How is this helping people? Then I did some research and then I realized that, okay, this is what the functionality of Salesforce, how this is going to help other businesses. And then I started learning this. After learning for few days, I thought that okay, if I take training from a professional trainer, that will add value to me. So that's why I joined some training institute and I got some knowledge from this. So in that way, you can turn the story in any way, whichever you like. Okay, finally you cleared the technical interview. Fine. So in HR interview, they will see only your attitude. Okay. If there is a problem in front of you, and if you don't know the answer for that problem, then what you will do? This kind of questions they will ask. First thing is you will try to analyze the problem. See the steps. I don't know the answer. I don't know how to do. First, I will analyze the problem. And then what I will do, whether if I don't have knowledge, I cannot do, that is perfectly fine. Anyone other person can do this or not. First, I will think in that way. Okay? Okay. If the other person can do, then I will go and ask help from others and try to get it done. Okay? Okay. Either if you don't have time to ask for help, or if there is no one in there in that company to help, then you inform this situation to your higher authority. Okay, that this is the problem we have, and I don't have an answer for this. So please give your suggestions to move forward. So in this way, you will seek help from higher authorities. Getting my point? Okay, so if any one of these works fine, good. If any one of these things doesn't work, then what you will do? You should have a solid proof that we cannot achieve this. This is not possible. In that way, if you should have a solid proof and you need to convey this in a polite way to your client. If they are asking some feature and if that is not possible with Salesforce at all, then what we need to do? We should convince them in a polite way with proof. Okay, I tried these many angles. But if we do this, we will get into another problem. So that's why it's better not to try this. So like that, you should have a solid proofs and points and then go to the client and try to convince. Diplomacy is also very much important. You should speak diplomatically. Diplomatic way of telling means what? How politicians will speak. Okay. How politicians will speak, they will say that okay, we will do it. We will do it in a different way, like that they will say. Okay. See, if you ask a person, you were already in TDP, from TDP you came to YSRCP, now again you are going back to TDP, why you are doing that? Then this person will answer in that way, saying that okay, at that time TDP was not giving me any not fund, any post to serve the people. My agenda is to serve people. Here they are not giving me any post to serve the people. That's why I went there. After going there, they gave me power. They gave me to do things. But people around me are all are corrupt. I realized that after 1 year. That's why I'm coming back again to TDP. Now this time we will win the election and we will serve you the better. See how convincing he is saying. He is in TDP to make money, crores of money he earned here. He went to ICP. There also he earned crores of money. Then again he is coming back here because that is over. There, whatever he can get, he got already. That's why he is coming back here. That is the actual story. But how he is telling it to convince you, and people will believe yes or no, and again they will put vote yes or no. So this is known as diplomacy. You need to speak in a diplomatic way. So in whatever situation you are in, you should convince and speak politely in such a way that you should be able to make the other person agree to your point. When the other person will agree to your point, when you have a additional point to support the original statement. Okay. If you have supporting statements to your original statements, then people will believe. Okay. So these kind of things you need to learn. And when it comes to salary discussion, once all these things are done in HR interview, they will ask you, okay, fine. So when are you going to join the organization? When are you going to join the organization? You should say that I am eagerly waiting to become a part of your organization wherein my skill set will impact the organization and the clients of this organization. Okay, and my knowledge and skills should be utilized. And if I sit idle for 1 month at my home, my skills are getting wasted. If I become part of your organization as soon as possible, I can deliver the better to your company. Don't say that this month I don't have money to pay the hostel rent. That's why give me job as soon as possible. Don't tell in this way. Tell this in the other way there, that I want to utilize my skills. I don't want to waste my skills outside. I want to become a part of your organization as soon as possible so that I can give my best to the organization. I want to become a part of the growth of the organization. You should use these kind of sentences. Okay. And then if they ask you salary, salary is 600. Okay. Okay. So already it's 10:30. Tell them to in the group. Okay, I will only put. mm, we will start in 5 minutes. Okay. So finally you are in the HR round. Okay, in the HR round. So when the salary discussion comes, in the salary discussion, what we need to do is always, I mean, this will be different for freshers and for experienced people. For experienced people, I will tell later. For freshers, I'm telling, if you ask, if you don't ask, they will give same salary for all the freshers. Okay, in that company, if they think that this is the package, so they will give that only. So if they will ask this question, how much salary you are expecting, you should say that I am expecting a salary as per the market standards, and I have good confidence on your company that it will not disappoint me. It will not disappoint me. You're getting the trick here, how I am telling you. Psychologically, I am telling. I have good confidence on your company that people working in your company are in a very good financial state. So I believe that you will not disappoint me. Indirectly, I am saying give me more. Okay? So in this way, you will conclude. If you are a fresher. But if you are an experienced person, you should ask a specific number. I want 5 lakhs, I want 10 lakhs, I want 20 lakhs. Like that, you should be on a specific number. Why and all, I will explain in detail when I am discussing about experienced people. Now I told everything regarding the freshers only today. Okay. So after you clearing that, then they will, what happens when you, okay, next they will send you the offer letter. Once they will send the offer letter, then you need to sign the offer letter. I mean, you should agree to that offer letter as soon as possible. You should agree to that offer letter within 1 week time. They will give you 1 week or 2 days, like that they will give you. Within that time only you should reply back. Sometimes what happens, you are a fresher, you got an offer letter, okay, from so and so company, but you gave interview to another company. They are going to give you much better salary, but they have not given offer letter. That is still in waiting stage. This you already got the offer letter. In between, you will ask your friends, family members, everyone. You will discuss with everyone, but this time will be over. Then they will not consider you. So whether you like it or don't like it, just agree for that offer. Take the offer. Okay, and then you can try for something else. If you get a better thing, go for it. If you don't get, at least you will have this offer in your hand. You will have this offer in your hand only if you agree and accept the offer letter. Okay, so these are the common mistakes people have done. So that's why I did explain to you all the common mistakes so that you should avoid doing. Of course, when you do it practically, you may face some new scenarios, new issues, new obstacles. If you have a basic idea of all the things, at least you will be able to overcome those things. Is it clear? Sir, well, they are sending the offer letter. They have some restrictions like you need to submit one blank check. So blank check, okay. What can I do? So blank check, the point is, if they are asking you a blank check, then that is a fraud. Okay. Cancelled check, it is not a fraud. Difference between blank check and cancelled check, I will tell you. Blank check means you will not write the amount and you will sign. It means if you give a blank check to anyone, he can write the amount on it, okay, and he will get the money, okay. If any company asks blank check, that is a fraud. Don't give blank check to anyone. But if a company asks cancelled check, that is not a fraud. Why they are asking cancelled check? There is a reason behind it. So if I am a company and if you are employee who clear the interviews, then once you join the company, I need to give you salary, right? How I can give you salary if you provide me your account number. If I ask you account number, you will type or you will write it and you will give it to me. There is a possibility that you may do some mistake while writing the account number. So that is why they will ask you a blank check which will contain your account number. Okay, so in cancelled check, you should not put your signature. Don't put signature. Just take the check completely empty. Don't write anything there. Just put two cross lines in between that. You just write cancel. That's it. Don't put date. Don't put signature. Don't put anything. Just put two cross lines and just write cancelled in big letters. That's it. Why they want this? They want to see the account number which is printed on the check. For that reason, they are asking. All big companies will ask cancel check. Blank check don't give to anyone. Cancel check you can give to anyone. It will not harm you. Because once you cancelled it, okay, no bank will accept it. Okay, cancelled check. Okay, so you got the clarity?
If they want to ask, they will mention 40,000 rupees amount on the check.
Then don't give. No company will ask you money before you join the company. Okay. You are working for the organization and they should give you money. You should not give 1 rupee also in return. You should not give money for arranging the interview. You should not give money for anything. Okay. Only based on your skill, they are giving you money. This is how a real correct process will work. Okay, is this clear? So now I want to start 40. My voice, I'm not able to hear my voice. Man. Okay. Fine then, guys.